So part of living off the grid is understanding your environment. This is a year 1.5 on my project, and recently we've kind of had some micro tornadoes on our property, and it ripped the top off our shed, which I didn't build that, so it was kind of weak. And the wife and kids are out camping. I'm trying to sell solar and get everything done so I can go up there for a day, and I came home and I was watering my garden, and I looked over, I thought, gosh, something's wrong, my garden's dead. And looked over and I found a big portion of my well pumping array destroyed. I first considered theft, then after inspecting it a little bit more, I started looking around and came to the conclusion we had another micro tornado that destroyed the well pumping array and caused some other mass destruction in the garden. So here's kind of what we're looking at. Ripped the panels off the top of it, and it sent them flying out in the field out there a ways, and did some pretty extreme destruction to it. So now I guess we're going to go for rebuild number 2, and we'll make it for 200 mile per hour wind rating next time. So here's a little tour of the destruction it did. Ripped all the panels off the top, ripped the wiring out, completely broke the U-bolt support that was holding it on, which should have been no problem at all. It used to also face the other direction. I'm not too sure where the rail is. I found the panels out there broken. Came through the garden and destroyed it. It doesn't look bad, but yesterday when I watered all this, it looked beautiful. And living off 200 gallons of water a day, we were doing pretty good at maintaining it, getting ready to go for all the mulching to make our little mini garden kind of productive. And just over one day, it actually shocked all of the plants, and I'll be lucky if we can kind of bring them back. So that's kind of an example of our little mini tornado. It threw bags of mulch. That bag used to be right there. And you can see on the patterning of the ground there was no footprints here. It actually swirled right around it, covered this box with dirt, and filled the whole inside up with dirt as well. So it's kind of interesting some of the things that didn't move. I'm slowly working on my metering system and having to rebuild that for a leaky pipe before I bury everything. And didn't move the box. Did throw some gravel, but for the most part, I'm going to have to do a little re-engineering on that. That's actually the first thing I've ever built that's failed, so yeah. We'll see what we can do for the next one.